Good evening, everyone. I'm Teddy, and welcome back to another episode. We'll call it D for Distinction. Shout out to the mob. All my other bears, I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. Please hit the like on your way in. Let me know that the sound is good and it's Memorial Day. I've had a good one. I hope you have too. And I just wanted to come on tonight, maybe a half an hour, because as many of you know, I am focused. So, shout out also to my moderators, and I hope you had a great day as well. Let me just check. The sound is good. Got a good thumbs up. Yes, night talk. Grab a glass of wine for a brief moment. You know what? There's probably some of you who have already done so. I don't really drink alcohol. Uh, Maybe in a whole year, and I've said this before, a sip of wine or champagne or something. And I've been accused of drinking alcohol while I'm enduring my broadcast. That could be the furthest thing from the truth. Yes, it is not true at all. I was reading through some documents and I saw it again. And yeah, anyway, let me get into tonight. So it's just about 10 o'clock. I came on a few minutes early so I could, kind of say that, right? And it is, I'm looking at the clock. On this May 26th, it is 10 o'clock, straight up and down. Well, tonight's focus is standing apart with clarity, credibility, and consistency. It's D for distinction. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. All right, so you could see I had my regular one up there, D for due process. Well, tonight it is D for distinction. Let me go ahead and put my banner back up, analyze this mess, so that we can just, talk about a few things. Why distinction matters. Mhm. It it's not about being louder. It's about being clearer. People can imitate energy, but they can't duplicate truth. In a crowd of chaos, distinction is your power. It's like separating the signal from the noise. I'm sure you've, turned on a radio or television or whatever, you're trying to get a good signal, so it's clear, away from the noise and the static that you might be hearing. There's a lot of noise out there. What we bring is signal, verifiable, undeniable, distinction. They argue, we annotate. They distract, we distinguish. So I have to own my voice. They want to blur the lines, but we make them bolder. And that's what distinction is. It stands out. It hits different. Your voice, my voice, becomes distinct when it's consistent. Every detail that I present, every timestamp, every filing, it's distinct. That's why it hits different. Distinction in brand and documentation. Brand, like when I put up my countdown, my clock. It's distinction in my brand. Okay. This isn't a trend. It's a track record. From countdowns to, there will be a court filing. There's a deadline. It's 9 days, 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 46 seconds away that I have to respond to the court. And while that's ticking down, and I'm taking care of things, I want to keep it distinguished, not D for distorted. The way that I show up is intentional. That's not extra. That's distinct. Distinct. So, don't confuse this with that, because we move in distinction. You see the difference, because we deliver the distinction. Make it clear, make it documented, make it distinct. It's like, D for detail. But tonight it's distinct. To distinguish one's self outside of the crowd. Mhm. Everyone has a uniqueness. Mm. But some take that and distinguish themselves. Mhm. So while I was thinking, what could I talk about tonight? And I'm, on these themes of D4 right now. You never thought that D could be so different, did you? My moderator, Baby Juju, right at the bottom says, it's your story and your voice. That's right. Even my voice is distinct. Mhm. Yeah. Has a certain pattern, or rhythm. I can go fast, and sometimes I can slow it way down. I can. You'll just have to figure out why sometimes that I do it. But it's also listen carefully. Mhm. Yeah. So, D for distinction. I see some of you who have come back into the bear cave tonight. I see Vicky Black, Joanne out there. And yes, can you remember to hit the like as you come in and leave or just engage? And yes, I do say email me at UNWINEWITHTEDDY. But right now, I am just a little bit more careful with how I'm spending my time, even answering email. Yeah, because I need to remain focused. And right now, there are a lot of D for distractions that I could allow to come in. But if I want to set myself apart from that and focus, and it's requiring that, then I have to just step back and try to even distinguish various contacts if they're necessary. If what's going on, I have told everyone it should be apparent. Maybe it isn't, but it is for me. There are a lot of traps that are being set, and I'm trying to navigate them and look ahead because I don't want to get entangled in any particular trap, especially right now, because it will take away even a little bit. Mhm. So I'll just say that. Yeah, I need to be. Yeah, because I have been reading through some documents. Mhm. And traps are being set. And people are lying, waiting. So I have to be, tonight, D for distinction. I've talked about D for the last time. We just relaxed, listened to music. It was classical music for a half an hour. To deliberate, to think, to ponder, to contemplate, to be deep in thought. And I have used classical music for a long time, years and years, decades, because I like music and different types. And classical music, especially when I'm studying, focusing, doing things like that, where I need to concentrate. Yes, some people don't even like to have anything on in the background when they're studying or whatever. I remember I always wanted just a little bit of music, soft music in the background. So this is not something new. I have used music all of my life. This is not a duplicate, D for duplicate, of anyone out there. I didn't get that idea from anyone. I've been doing it. Okay? Because I enjoy it. I do. So how are my honey bears tonight? And a few grizzlies, I'm sure. Maybe out in the bushes? So yes, don't confuse this with that. No. So why does distinction matter? Yeah, I've already talked about the noise, because we're in a world full of noise, and distinction can help set an individual apart. It's powerful. People get loud hoping it makes them right. But being right doesn't always make a sound. Sometimes it just makes sense. See, the reason people try to mimic perhaps some things, I see things. Could be a countdown. I don't know. Could be the facts, recipes, receipts, whatever. People mimic different things about people. It's because it works. It stands apart. Some may try to water it down or mock it. But what they're really saying is, this hits different. And that's because it's distinct. Yeah, you remember it. You don't have to fight for attention when you stand in clarity. So separating signal from noise, I talked about that, or just mention it. It's, I give commentary, and then there's confirmation. A lot of people are out here spinning, remixing, and guessing. That's noise. But distinction means we don't have to scream. We're bringing the signal. We're bringing the facts. Some might argue. We annotate. Some may distract. We distinguish. So when someone says, "Why are you still on this?" It's because clarity takes time. Noise is instant, but truth is deliberate. That's why we show our work. You know, when I looked at the chat and I saw at the bottom, and Baby Juju says, your own voice. One thing I've learned, a person can, or people can, this is just general, can imitate someone's energy, but they can't duplicate your discipline. You can't fake consistency. You can't fake receipts. I own my voice, not just because it's mine, but because I've earned it. When people start getting nervous about what you're saying, think about this. It's usually because you've hit a nerve. And when your voice starts cutting through, that's distinction. So no, I'm not backing off. I'm not toning it down. And I'm not switching lanes. Because when you've got purpose, you don't need permission. Again, distinction in my brand, in my documentation. This brand, this countdown, this journey, it's not just for show. It's for record. Everything we do here is documented. From the motion dates to the emails to the public filings, this is not gossip. It's groundwork. See, when people don't understand your process, okay, they try to turn it into something like a punchline. But every clip, every clock, every case update, that's the distinction. So while they're online talking in circles, we're moving forward in facts. And when it's all said and done, guess who's gonna have the full story backed by documentation? Exactly. Distinction isn't just how we do it. It's why they watch and trust. They're watching. All right, so it's almost 10:30. I thought I'd be on for half an hour. I see cups of conversations. Spirit has come into the bear cave. It's not me. Then who? I've always looked at that name and thought that. Yes, Ann Latoya Woods. Good evening. Yes, it is my story. And no one can take that away. So, D for distraction. Thank you. Stay focused. Because when I do, and when I get in my zone, I can go for hours. Focus. And that's what I need right now. Mhm. I've been up very early this morning. I did. Even though it's Memorial Day and I've been out and I've done a little bit of visiting, just a little bit. And, it's kind of been, I would say, just, nice, relaxed day. But I woke up early enough to try to focus on things that I need. Mm-hmm. And that requires, D for discipline, right? I know I'm disciplined. I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have right now. You have to have discipline. Mm-hmm. You can't necessarily, some people start things and they don't finish. And one of the reasons, we've all done that, is because of distractions. Yes, it's easy. It's easy. I can become distracted. We all have. Social media certainly is distracting, right? But when I need to, meet deadlines, I absolutely just, do what I need to do. Yeah. It's not meant to it's meant to focus. It's I do it to keep me in the zone. All right? I'll just put it like that. Nothing more. We all need to do it sometimes. Yeah. That's right. Music has always been a part of Unwind with Teddy. From the very first video, it was 7 seconds. Introducing Unwind with Teddy. It was only music. That's it. And, a little picture that I put together. Yeah, and I actually had to put it together so that it would be, so that within the 7 seconds, it moved with time and faded precisely. Yes. So I think that's probably going to do it for me. Except, I was looking at this this news story that I heard today happened. Nearly 50 people were injured. It's just another attack after this driver in Liverpool, England, drove into or just really plowed into a parade crowd. And 27 people have been sent to the hospital. This driver just slammed his car into a crowd. People were out like we are during, these summer months and holidays celebrating. And this happens. But it says that the crash was not being treated as terrorism. So maybe there's something more to it. You just never know. Maybe there was some type of medical situation, but it left, nearly 50 people injured. Yeah, so we'll learn, I'm sure, tomorrow as more comes in. But they did arrest a man. He was in his 50s. So maybe there's something else to it. I don't know. They're keeping rather mum on it, So I can't say. I can just say what is being reported. Okay. So with that being said, I think it's time for me to say good night. It's D for distinction. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please keep your bear phone on, and maybe I will come back, sometime tomorrow. I'll see. Yeah, just depends. I'll break it up. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 마음을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기에. 자신이 너무 걱정돼 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 거. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and leave? 근데 있잖아, 너라면 다를까 생각이 들어. 해볼까 말까 내 다리가 걸어. 가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려. 애써 맘 졸여. 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까. 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까. 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔. 불그스름한 노을의 색깔. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 거. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and leave? I just wanna know what you're thinking, wondering all day long. Not gonna do another pick and choosing. You with me in this song. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 거. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and leave?